know, to learn as close as he can off of the likes of Frank Lampard. Probably get Jody Morris in that as well, another midfield player who can certainly give him a few tips.
It's a great turn from Rafinha. Malcolm's got Nelson Semedo in support. Then back to Rafinha. Rafinha moved it on one more. It's Carlos Perez. Forced away from goal by Zappacosta and Kennedy.
Yeah, Kennedy's done well to help out his defender, but he's got it back. Perez, but he's done well, because initially I thought his first touch was poor.
Malcolm. Ball in toward Rafinha. Tomori, did he get a touch on it?
It's a decent little clip into the box, isn't it? Sort of hopeful more than anything, but the two defenders did just enough to stop Barcelona getting any attempt on goal.
Rafinha's been the most impressive of the substitutes who came on at half-time for Barcelona.
He's looked good on the ball, to be honest. He's made some good runs. He's quick. Just wonder about his decision-making when it comes to the final straw, but certainly it's looked effective.
Carlos Perez.
I think that's a clue, you know, about Perez, you know, with Zappacosta. He's learned quite quickly, Zappacosta. You don't have to go tight to him. Just stay off of him. Don't let him run in behind. That's what he wants to do. Make him pass. That's not the best part of his game, making those decisions. If you commit yourself, he'll go past you. And I think Zappacosta's learned that.
Minutes for Barca to score twice at least if they want to force a penalty shootout. But even at the start of the half, when they did have a flurry of chances, there was never a save that you thought, well, Kepa's had to work really hard to keep that out. They were all pretty comfortable for him.
Well, they were. I mean, you know, we've got to recognise we're playing against Barcelona, whether it be the B team or the A team, but you know, they're quite capable of creating opportunities all day long, and I think when Kepa has to make saves, you've got to understand that sometimes he's not going to do that. You know, it's not going to work for him, but he did what he had to do, Kepa, and I thought he did it really, really well.
Kennedy impressing again here.
Good strength by Kennedy. Took a little bit of a knock, didn't he, but
started it right back there. And he's picked up a bit of an injury by the looks of it.
One play, for me, doesn't quite look 100% fit as well. But he's working hard to try and get there for sure.
Didn't play 90 minutes in the Premier League for Newcastle in 2019.
Go down. Of course, from Chelsea's perspective, a win's a win. We always say it, don't we, pre-season, it doesn't matter too much. But just breeds confidence in the dressing room. Also,
here is Malcolm. Semedo. Perez did manage to notch 9 goals in the 3rd division in Spain this year, playing with Barca B. Careful at the back there, helped out by the linesman, but Pulisic was very close to getting in behind Todibo. And Chelsea, having made a few switches at the back, are now going. Kennedy's going to have another go here as well. Another player that Lampard's keen to make a decision on with regards to his future.
And the way this defense is running, it's hard to get to the edge. You're almost better off trying to run that inside zone play, or maybe the outside zone, but if you try to run the stretch or an outside run, it makes it very tough.
Third down this season, because McSorley told us they weren't stressing third down, just executing. There's been a lot of stress tonight and a lot of third and longs. And McSorley's pass is batted down at the line of scrimmage. That was Chase Young getting a hand up, and the Buckeyes with the lead now force it.
Maybe opening up for a shot. To try and find Giroud instead.
As well, not under pressure. Ross Barkley to deliver, and delivers really well. Just the faintest of touch needed. Find the bottom corner. Few and far between, haven't they? We haven't seen too many, but it's something we need to practice in a sort of match situation.
Barkley in, Alonso got something on it. He would love to score in this game. Found Kennedy. Barkley decided to play it to Batshuayi rather than go for goal himself. I think Batshuayi might have been surprised by that. Giroud, good run from Zappacosta. Cross very, very deep. Picked up by Barkley.
Not sure if he meant that, Zappacosta, but...
And here's Rafinha.
Towards the last 10 minutes, of course. And there's an advantage for us here if we can get a second.
Alonso, Barkley, look over his shoulder to see how much time he had, and then found the corner of the net. Brilliant goal from Ross Barkley. Should be enough to win the game for Chelsea. He's been a cut above since he came on, and he's made it Chelsea 2, Barcelona 0.
Yeah, he's got himself into some good positions, hasn't he, Ross Barkley, and used the ball pretty well. But I tell you what, this is a great finish. I'm not sure if there's a deflection on it, because Neto really should have done better. But the build-up play was good. First ball in, the early ball in there by Alonso was excellent. I'm not too sure what part of the goal Neto was covering. Be easier to see from behind here. Ross Barkley does well, just shifts the ball onto his left foot. That's a good finish. Well, maybe Neto wasn't at fault. Defensively, you'd have to say Barcelona were poor. But it's a good finish, Ross Barkley. Should take us on to the win.
It's a great turn from Rafinha. Malcolm's got Nelson Semedo in support. Came back to Rafinha. Rafinha moved it on one more. It's Carlos Perez. Forced away from goal by Zappacosta and Kennedy. Malcolm. Ball in toward Rafinha. Tomori did get a touch on it.
It's just a little clip into the box, isn't it? Sort of days, you've got to understand that sometimes he's not going to do that. You know, it's not going to work for him, but he did what he had to do, Kepa, and I thought he did it really, really well.
Kennedy impressing again here.
Right.
Rakitic, not one of his better efforts.
No, back to the drawing board, or should I say back to the training ground, and when he's got to take control of himself and keep going forward and make the pass simpler.
Rakitic, bit of space. Ivan Rakitic, it's a beauty. What a goal from the Croatian. Barcelona do get their name on the score sheet, and in some style too.
Well, sometimes you have to hold your hands up and say, do you know what? That's a proper goal. And from a proper player, we were just talking about him, 100 caps plus, terrific career, 31 years of age. He has been a super player over the years, but that is top quality. You know, if someone like Suarez or Messi had done this, we'd have said, yeah, we understand. He doesn't get a massive amount of goals, Rakitic, or the deeper lying midfield player, especially in recent years, but give him this sort of space, timing of the strike, absolutely perfect, and no chance for Kepa.
Minimal backlift, only needed one touch.
This, for the improvement of how we're going to be playing and what we're looking at come